Hello, fourth grade. Welcome to another asynchronous music lesson with Mr. Moffat. Remember, you have these on your asynchronous days. So for Miss Truesdale's class, that would be either Monday or Wednesday. And Mrs. Sandoval's class, you have asynchronous days Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those are the days where you're not live in a Zoom session with me in real time working on a lesson. And today's asynchronous lesson is going to be our third recorder lesson, but our second song we're learning. This one is out of the Recorder Karate book, page 2, yellow belt page, Gently Sleep. This uses the same three notes that we were focusing on with our first two lessons. Those being a G, which is bottom three fingers, and the thumb, low G, and you could see the fingering on the screen there, and it looks like it's on the second line from the bottom, so that's our G notation. Then we go up one note to an A, 1 and 2, and the thumb hole in the back. And then the highest note of Gently Sleep is again our B, which is first finger and thumb hole in the back. I'm going to play this once for you with the notation underneath. This is what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and there are a few markings in here that I want to talk about. After measure 2, there is this apostrophe or a comma look-alike. That is a breath mark. On wind instruments like recorder, you have to stop and breathe occasionally. And they sometimes will show you what that looks like on the music or where to take the breath. Okay? So on this, they give you a breath after the second measure, after the fourth measure, and yes, after the sixth measure, and then it's over after the eighth measure, okay? So let's try that one more time, and I'll start again. This time, actually, I'm just going to finger the notes and say the notes. So if you want to finger along with me, let's try it. 1, 2, ready, here we go. G, A, B, A, G, A, G, A, B, A, B, G. G, A, B, A, G, A, G, A, B, A, B, G. Very good. What I'd like to try to do now is to play Gently Sleep with something called a metronome. A metronome is a machine that musicians use to keep steady time. It's really, really important to stay on a steady beat and not to rush or to go fast, or to drag, which is to go too slow. We want to start and stop at the end of the song with the same speed or tempo without changing it or altering it. So for that reason, we use a metronome. And a metronome is just a device for keeping the beat. And I'm going to turn my metronome on right now to what we call 80, which is beats per minute, BPM. This is what 80 sounds like. So if you hear, it's not terribly fast, it's not really, really slow either, but we're going to try this piece of music at 80 beats per minute, okay? And let's try it together. Remember, it starts G-A-B. I'll count to 4, and then we're in. 1, 2, ready, and go. So you want to make sure you're using your tongue, 2, 2, 2, every time you play a different note or change notes. Don't just blow and move your fingers. You don't want to just go through it like that. Okay, sometimes it's fun to try it faster to challenge yourself which is what we're going to do right now. We're going to kick the tempo up quite a bit. From 80, we're going to go all the way up to 120. This is what 120 beats per minute sounds like. So we're going to try that together with the metronome playing along in the background. We're going to let it click for 8 counts, and then we're going to come in with the metronome. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Okay, it's okay to make mistakes. If you heard, I slipped like that and almost missed a note, but then I caught myself at just a split second after I started. So sometimes those things happen, and sometimes in performance they happen too. We just have to go right on and try to get to the next note, to get to the next measure, the next rhythm correctly, and that's just part of life. Because as I said, no one's perfect. We strive to play as well as we can, but I want you guys to work on this. Gently Sleep. Use the sheet music that I put up on the screen as kind of a guide. I'm also going to put this music on our Google Classroom, just a copy of Gently Sleep, the sheet music, so you have it and you could print it out or just kind of save it to your hard drive and you could look at it on the screen and work on it. You don't have to memorize it, but if you find that if you practice it enough, you're just going to eventually memorize it. It's just going to stick in there, okay? And you'll have it for when we play, because when we meet live, this is going to be worth 10 points. It's another playing challenge where you play it for me over Zoom. So if you don't have a recorder yet, please get one as soon as possible. If you don't have a recorder, you could kind of walk through and finger the notes like using a pen or pencil, trying to imagine that this is a G, this is an A, this is a B, where you would play G, A, B, A, B, A, or A, G, A. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the music. It's A, G, A. So, but that's a workaround, just having something, a long, skinny thing you hold like a pencil, and you can imagine it's actually a recorder, even though it's not going to make any sound, okay? So that's our lesson for today, Gently Sleep. Please work on that, and I will see you all for our next live class. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.